All right, out here at soccer practice, first one of the season. And then I've been talking to folks in different Discords and Facebook, and Adam Aaron pounced, right? There was a big pounce today. AMC, obviously, theaters have been doing well. These movies have been going off the hook. We know that. But what do you think? What do you guys think about this special dividend? And it's going to get listed on the New York Stock Exchange as the APE. That's pretty crazy right there. Think about that. But my question is, or my theory is, the thesis behind this. So if they're going to issue 516 whatever something million, the exact number that the shares are on record, even AA, he's going off in his Twitter tweets about it. They're going to issue that many. So if retail owns, think about this, retail owns 90+% or 90% of the available shares on the float that are not held by institutions because they have to. Remember, AA had said that. And I've done the math. I strongly believe in these synthetics. I've always believed in that thesis. Then that means if there's 2 billion, right, and 90%, we own 90% of the float, that means you and I, some of us out there, have got to have some fake shares. There's just no way. So I look at this as the nail in the coffin. This has to be it. This has to be the time to say, okay, well, if 516 million of these ape shares are getting issued, 1 for 1 for every share that you own. So either there's going to be a shit ton of us retail folks out there that aren't going to get them issued to us. We're not going to see them in our accounts because institutions aren't going to be able to give them to us because we have shares that don't exist, right? Think about it. So this is going to have to prove that either there is 516 million shares or there isn't. And we're going to see over the next week or so, all the way till the 15th or the 16th, whenever it is, the buy-in pressure of them closing out all those FTDs and them closing out all those fake shares because the shorts have got to get out from underneath it. Now, we do know there's about 100 million or 90 million shorted, over up to 140 million available to short. So they got to figure that out, right? But this is it, man. This has got to be like the nail in the coffin to me. This is the way I'm thinking. Because if they issue 516 million and some odd, whatever the exact number is, of these ape shares, because that's what they're going to do. It's based on the company numbers. Some of us out there aren't going to get them if we have fake shares in our account. Because you can't make these synthetic. They can't fake these. They can't say there's 516 million, issue a billion of them. That ain't going to work. So either this is the greatest 3D, 4D chess move in the whole wide world that he's about to pull off, or, I hate to say it, but it's going to prove that we were wrong this whole time. We were fools this whole time, because that's it. Tell me another thesis. I just don't see it. This is it, man. This is what we've been waiting for. This has got to be the nail in the coffin. This has got to be the chance. That price right now, we're going to see it go down. It already is. They're going to short the shit out of it. They've got 40 million available, or up to 5 million just today alone. They can still borrow, plus the other ones that they have out on loan. They're going to fight like crazy. So the only thing I believe that we can control is do what we do best. We're the brand ambassadors. This is the time that everybody's got to dig in, dig down, buy what you can, grab what you can, tell everybody you can, run you down mouth, maybe get some FOMO going from retail, have retail start buying up these shares like freaking crazy, and hopefully we can fight back against the shorts and we can really skyrocket that price before that happens. That's the only thing I can see that we can control. The only thing we can do while we wait, because we're used to waiting. So we got to continue to wait peacefully, loudly, or very loudly, folks. This is your opportunity. And then see what happens, man, because that's it. 516 million of these things are going to get issued. That means there's going to be, if there's fake ones, that means some of us retail folks aren't going to get them. That's the only way. Somebody tell me any other way. So we need to get loud. We need to get even more proud. Get the freaking retail FOMO going. Buy as much as we can. I mean, it's going to be cool getting that 1 for 1, and then eventually we're going to get to vote on it too. You imagine when we get to vote on it and then we get to turn them into real shares? That'd be pretty fucking cool. So we'll see how that all works. But this one I'm looking forward to on this one. I didn't buy into a lot of other stuff, but to me, this has got to be the nail in the coffin, man. This has got to be, because after that, what's left? I mean, the two major theses that went around forever for the last 2 years is that AMC needs to do an official share count, which they've done, but they need to do a share count, and they also need to issue a dividend. Well, guess what? They're doing both. This is some creativity all at once. Adam Aaron said it himself. This has to prove it. The thesis that we've all talked about, because there can't be any other thesis after this. What else is there going to be to prove it? Margin calls? We already saw the DTCC gave what do you call it, waivers in the past when all that shit went down with GME originally anyways. So can we trust them to do margin calls at this point? All right, man, this next 2 weeks is when we got to be stoked, guys.